Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Happy Monday to you. This is Rob, the Mad Hatter from the biggest show in the world, Sports Bettors TV. I am here. I am by myself today, but only for a few minutes. My boy The Dream had some other prior arrangements he needed to take care of, but that's all good because I got my girl, the Queen, that's going to be calling in probably in about 10 minutes to say hello to the nation and break down a couple of games with me, man. But wanted to play this track today on a Monday because I'm feeling pretty good, man. I want to go out and I want to make some money this week, brothers and sisters that are out there, because I know we got a female audience, but I feel like going out there. I feel real positive and just want to make some money today, man, whether it's gambling, whether it's work, whether it's life in general. But I'm going to just tell you this, guys. There's one thing in this world that I can honestly say: you're either making money or spending money. That's what it's all about, man. So you know what? Even if you're just sitting in your house with the AC on, guess what? You're spending money. So go out there, get your asses to work, man. Jump out of bed, feel good, and make some money. So a lot of stuff happened over the weekend, man. The NBA is rocking and rolling. All this unrestricted free agency going on. We've got a lot of interesting news. Just sitting here, got a message from my boy Marlon about my boy LeBron. Yeah, dude, so LeBron James has elected to opt out of his contract in Cleveland. He is making $21.6 million a year, which CC Sabathia for the Yankees is making more than my boy. But you know, I mean, this was always the plan, from what I understand. I guess he is just waiting for the salary cap to jump. So once it does, then he is going to probably re-sign with the Cleveland Cavaliers. But as you guys know, we have a couple of other unrestricted free agents out there, which are J.R. Smith is probably, I don't know if he's going to be out of there or not, but Kevin Love is definitely not looking forward to coming back to Cleveland. So he's going to be on the block, and with several others, which we'll get into in a little bit, guys. There's some really big names out there that are going to be free agents. So, hey, the NBA may shake up big time this year. I got news for you. But, you know, going back to the Diamond real quick, this guy Steven Matz came out for the New York Mets, made his first start. Guys, listen, he's a rookie, 3 for 3. Batting with 4 RBIs yesterday. It was a record. I guess that's a record for a rookie or whatever. And pitched almost 8 innings with 2 earned runs. Sick stuff, man. So big ups to him on that. Hey, maybe that's a little bit of the spark that the Mets needed. But let me take a look at who's out here. I got Live Life Now. I've got, let's see, P for Prez. I've got Sports Shark, JC, hashtag SBTVNation. My man Marlon, dude. Thank you very much. Freaky Fridays is the bomb, guys. But even when you send me photos during the week, you gotta love it. Especially Marlon. My God, that is unbelievable. I got Benjamin Rowe. I got Sir Mata out there. Got my man Cotton. What's going on? I got Winkley out there. I've got Tay. I've got, let's see, Buster, Car Danger. What's going on, my man? I got Irvin. I got Christos. I've got Shy Picks, Justin Hernandez. Let's see who else. The Canadian Capper. Yeah, man, you like my my little selfie photo. My assistant put it together with the, listen to your boy Hatter in the morning. So I got 21 retweets of that already, man, and I'm looking forward to rocking and rolling and keeping you guys entertained, man, because that's how I do. So getting back to NBA free agency, man, guys, just so you know, DeAndre Jordan for the Clippers, the Dallas Mavericks are really trying to get their hands on him, man. So take a look for that to materialize. A couple of other key noted unrestricted free agents. You got Paul Millsap for the Atlanta Hawks. Brooklyn, Mr. Brook Lopez. I guess this is a player option for him. He can, you guys know this is my other boy, too. I'd love to see him come to Cleveland to kind of fill the void for Kevin Love. I think that would be pretty dope. So let me know your opinions, guys. We are on Twitter right now, SportsBettorsTV.com. Let me know what your thoughts are on some of this stuff, where these guys are going to go. We talked about Kevin Love and J.R. Smith going to be gone. Nasty Mr. Rondo is probably going to be leaving Dallas. I don't see him staying there. We got Miami Heat, Mr. Dwayne Wade. He's a free agent. I don't think he's going to go anywhere, but hey, you never know. Maybe you see my boy and him play together. And then one of the biggest that nobody's really talking about yet is Mr. Kevin Durant. doo-doo jump might be available, guys. So keep that in the back of your brains. And a couple of others of note. We got Portland has LaMarcus Aldridge. That might be on the block. And San Antonio Spurs, Mr. Tim Duncan. I mean, I know he's older and all, but he's still dope. So something to take a look at as well. Let's see who else I've got on Twitter this morning. Oh, man, I got Sir Mata. Dude, I'm ready to rip some tennis. Kid, what you got for us? Come on, man. Give me some. I want to make some money today. OJFB is out there. Holiday is out there. Tanakis is out there. And big shout out to my boy Crush the Bookie that had an amazing show the other night. Gave us a lot of kind words, man. You know what, dude? We love you to death, man. Keep rocking. Don't worry about any of the negative crap that comes your way. You know what? When you're doing something special, you're always going to have people trying to knock you down, brother. But you know what? You are the bomb, and we love you to death, the entire fake fam. I got Vegas Girl 92661 on here as well with the Direct Sports Solutions and Buddy the Dog. Canadian Cappers on here, Sin City Maverick. What's up, guys? Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it. So, I want to get into a little something about the MLBs, guys. Listen, you guys already know this. Listen, I'm a gambler, and I've been getting my ass kicked in the MLBs. I started out, dude, I was over 100 units, like the first 2 months or whatever. I couldn't lose. Then all of a sudden it flip-flopped, and now I'm down on the season, which pisses me off, and I don't run away from my losses, whatever. I'm honest with you, and I just tell you. I mean, not like I'm selling my stuff anyway, but, you know, it is what it is. But I'm going to tell you that I started looking at it, and I'm rearranging my game. I've noticed that, I did a lot of reading into this over the weekend. I've noticed that teams, they're only 30% of all MLB games, and this is a rough estimate just based on, you know, several thousand games being broken down. I think it's actually between 25 and 30% of the games are decided by one run. So what I decided to do is basically convert all of the favorites into underdogs by using run lines. Okay, now, granted, yeah, you know what? Yesterday, there was a bunch of one-run games, and I lost some games. But, you know, when you're going to give me the St. Lucia Cardinals last night, minus 1.5, plus 170, I'm all over it. And I even took the Arizona Diamondbacks minus 1.5 as an underdog. I was able to get, I got to go look at my book and see what my play was, but it was just under 200 plus. So, if you're getting plus 200, dude, it's like 2 bets. So you know what? This is what I'm doing. And what I'm going to do is, guys, so I'm going to take the run lines, and then whatever profits I make on these teams, on these respective teams, I'm going to pop that profit money on a future on the team. So basically what I'm doing is I'm investing in futures with house money. Well, it's not so much house money because I gave some of my winnings back, but whatever. I'm going to invest house money into my futures every single day. So I've been popping money on the Cardinals. I've got the Washington Nasties. I'm going to be doing it with the Kansas City Royals. I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm going to be doing it with the Houston Astros because they are in the lead and they did beat up on the Stanks. And you got to remember, they were an underdog yesterday. I want you to think about this. They were like a plus 130 underdog at home yesterday. An adjusted run line paid over 200 plus money juice, and they covered it. Think about it. $100 better, you take $200 and you put it on the Astros. Dude, all of a sudden, that pays $4,000 for them to win the World Series. Just saying. I know I don't really like this team, but any teams that are in the lead in their respective divisions, you got to pay attention to them. You just do. And speaking of division leaders, let's just go into that real quick, and then I'm going to put a special shout out to my girl, the Queen, to call in and say hello to all you maniacs out there who I love so much. So, Canadian Capper with the BET Awards last night, man. That's funny stuff. Big ups to VEV out there. Let's see. Got Ryan Cordero out there. What's going on, man? Welcome to the party. Find an Aussie bookie. Boston boy. Let's see. Nick, TBW. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Sir Mott, I'm still waiting for your tennis, man. Tell me what you got today, man. Let's see if some of my cats can make some money out there. But talking about the, let's see. Major League Baseball standings. So the AL East, we have the Baltimore Orioles have now slid into first place. They're in a tie with the Tampa Bay Rays. Baltimore, 7 games over 500, hitting the ball like Unbelievable, man. The Yankees are half game back, and Blue Jays are 1 game back. AL Central, as you know, you got the beautiful K-Sizzle Royals, who I'm going to be dumping crazy money on as far as the future is concerned. They are in first place. The Twins are in second, 5.5 games back, and the nasty Tigers are 6.5 games back. Only 3 games over 500. I mean, got kind of beat up by the White Sox this weekend, which surprised me. The Astros in the West are number 1. Angels 4 games back, number 2. The Rangers 5 games back, number 3. Mariners and Athletics are doing their thing. I still think this Athletics team is going to be a problem, even though they got swept by K-Sizzle. And big ups to my man, The Dream, for pointing that out there as far as a series play. Dude, congratulations, man. I love my boy is actually getting some underdog money on K-Sizzle as series plays. That's freaking dope, man. Let's see what we got, Sir Mata. You've got, Brangle and Venus over 20.5. This is Sir Mata's soccer, guys. So, not soccer, tennis, rather. Follow him at Sir Mata _ 757. Sir _ Mata 757. Brangle Venus over 20.5. Dude, I don't even know how to pronounce these names. You know what, man? I'll retweet that for you later. I'll put it out on Twitter. But a lot of crazy names that I can't understand how to pronounce, dude. I'm sorry about that. Let me try it, though. Gavrilova and Begu over 21. Maybe I pronounced that right. Dude, I'm going to sound like an idiot. I'm going to sound like an idiot saying these names. So, let's see. Can I give Justin Hernandez is saying, can I give out a shout out to my fans in San Antonio who hear the greatest show in the world? You're damn right, player. I got you all day long. I got Sports Bet Source and Yodo. Yeah. The Dream is still drooling over Kathy's World. We're going to talk to the Queen. I think I'm going to put the Queen I'm going to give her a special assignment to actually go and find these women and get them on the show. Because you guys, you got to remember something, man. When you got a female approaching these females, it's less intrusive. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's probably going to be easier. So, as a matter of fact, let me, before I do that, I'm going to finish up with the standings here in the MLB, and then I'm going to get the beautiful Queen on here to have the conversation with me. National League, we got the Cardinals in first place. The Pirates are 9 games back. Cubbies are 11.5 games back. Dude, St. Lucia is 27 games over 500, guys. They have to have like an epic collapse to even not make the playoffs. So, you know what? That's why I started dumping money into them. The Dodgers are only 1 game back over the San Francisco Giants, and the D-backs are 6 games back as well. And in the NL East, you got the Nationals 2.5 games over the Mets and 6 games over the Braves. So, guys, if it ended right now, you got Orioles, Royals, Astros, and then Rays and Yanks. That would put 3 AL East teams in the playoffs, which is sick. Unbelievable. And then in the NL, you have obviously the Cardinals, the Dodgers, the Nationals. Pirates and Giants would get the wild card. So, you see anybody, any underdogs here? I don't right now, but I am going to be investing on them like crazy. Oh, Yato, that is I love that one. The one on the grill is sick. Oh, man. All right, so, guys, what I'm going to do right now is I am going to put a text in right now to the Queen and get her ass on the show so we could break down some of this stuff in the MLBs and kind of make it happen. So, let's see. Call now. Boom. All right. Just give me 1 second, man. That's why we play music, so I can take care of the little silences here, and we can go from there. So, let's see, man. We're going to get into the diamond, guys. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games, and here is Her Highness. Do I got Her Highness on the line today?
This is her.
What's going on, baby girl? How you doing?
I'm good. Can you hear me okay? I got some new headphones, people. So
you got some new headphones. All right. So, you know what? I was just talking to the nation about all these beautiful females that just are like, being circulated around the hashtag SBTVNation timeline. And, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put you in charge of talent recruitment for SBTV. What do you think about that, baby?
I love that idea.
You do, huh?
I do. I love that idea. Let me tell you something. I will find good talent.
Oh,
I have standards.
You know that the SBTV Nation, they're ass guys.
Oh, I know.
So
I've got that. Yeah, this is a very easy job for the Queen because I know what they're looking for, and and then again, if I can get the full package for all the fellas, I'll work on that.
All right, good. Yeah, because the waist has to be like half of the behind. You know what I mean? That's kind of like, I think that's kind of the feel and kind of the speed of the SBTV Nation. You know what I'm saying?
What, a tiny waist and a big butt?
Yes. Yeah. It seems like that's their speed. You know what I mean? That's my speed, too, by the way. But what do you think about that?
That's not difficult, Rob. I can do this.
All right.
You guys can trust the Queen. I can make this happen.
All right. Beautiful. All right. So, Queen, we were just going into the MLB standings and all that. And I was talking about how, like, just under anywhere from 25 to 30% of the games, are decided by one run. So what I did was I've been getting my ass kicked in baseball, I'll be honest with you. So I kind of switched my game up a little bit, and I've been doing a lot of run lines, whether they're favorite or underdog run lines. And
okay, so you're doing the -1.5.
Yeah, I'm getting a minus 1.5. I'm not doing the +1.5 though. I'll actually take an underdog like the D-backs were last night. And I'll get the adjusted line with them -1.5.
Gotcha.
So
you do like a reverse.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It pays crazy. It's almost like, +200 or more every time. So do you get involved in the run lines?
I do. I actually got involved with a run line that I'm really, really not. I'm like living a nightmare on Saturday, and I gave it out to all you guys, and I apologize. It was the Dodgers play run line -1.5.
Oh,
and,
well, they suck. I can't stand them.
Was brutal. That was brutal, especially knowing Kershaw's on the mound, that the Marlins were struggling with those injuries, especially with Stanton being out. The morale was down, and in the first inning, I was like, this game's over. Like, I'm done. I'm done. And it's like so early to make that kind of statement, but watching it and seeing it the way that it was playing out, I knew I had already had a loss. So again, I apologize for those of you that followed me and I gave it out as a free pick. But the run lines are there's a lot of risk with the run line. Listen, the payout can be there if the line makes sense, but you got to cover by 2.
Right.
So, it's a lot riskier than playing a money line. You just hope that you get a better value. You should always make more money, but to be honest with you, the run lines for me are very like once in a great while I play them. I have done the reverse run line, which you're referring to on the dog, where you can actually make money. It's like almost like pays out like a parlay would pay,
right? Like
a 3-game parlay. So that's worth it if you really see a dog, showing up. I'm into totals now, so that's what I've been focusing on. But
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, I'm taking a look at that. I mean, listen, I can't fault you for Kershaw the other night. Listen, even Dan was on that. When you got Kershaw coming in, Kershaw is 5-6. He's under 500 now. And when you have him coming into like you said, a deflated team where Stanton is gone, they're amazing. The guy that crushes the ball for them is like their clutch hitter gets injured the night before. How do you not? It's just kind of the way baseball's been going. But, you know what I'm saying? And, you have an away team that's going to be actually getting 9 innings at bat. I totally understand that play. So, you can't apologize for it. It's just the way baseball's been going. That's why I've kind of switched my game up. And I'd like to actually know. I could probably hit up my boy Sugar Shane Redinius on this. I'd like to know, what the percentages of underdogs versus favorites has been this year. I bet you that the underdog, if you bet, every single underdog, all year long, I bet you're plus money.
100%. I'll tell you what I'm seeing, especially on Saturdays. and I'm sure a lot of people that are following and that bet on baseball, you know, throughout the week can probably contest to this. I'm seeing a lot of dogs hit on a Saturday, you know, day games. It's really interesting. And I'm also noticing that these huge lines that are being put out, like these minus 240s, these minus 220s, they're not holding their weight at all.
No. I mean, you saw it with the Stanks and the Phillies the other day. It was like the Phillies were like plus 230 at at the time of the first pitch, and it was like, imagine if you got them in an alternate run line, it would be like plus 320. So and they covered two of those in a row.
I was just gonna say it wasn't just the first game of the series; it was the first and second game,
right,
of that series.
Right,
the lines were out of whack, and Philly came in and did their thing to the Yanks. And I mean, you guys have to watch those high lines. That's the only reason why a run line for me makes sense. When you see like a team like Toronto, you know, and you're going, okay, they score a lot of runs and they're playing against, you know, a not so good team, then I'll take a run line. But those dogs are definitely barking this season.
Absolutely. So that's what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is anytime I have a favorite, I'm going to convert them to an underdog by taking the run line. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the run lines with the underdogs, man, because like I said, I mean, it's, you know, $100, you make over 200. That's like 2 bets. And it's actually probably like 2.5 bets if you think about it, because most of the favorites are minus 125 or better.
Yeah, you're definitely it pays out like a 2 or 3 team parlay.
Right, exactly. So that's what I'm going to do. And listen, guys, you know what? I'm just pointing something out. It's just, you know, our show is like, you know, information, entertainment, you know, the whole package. You know, I'm not necessarily putting this stuff. I'm not going to, like, I haven't posted my plays on Twitter in a few days. I'm just kind of experimenting with this and doing my thing. Mm-hmm. So just bear with me on it. But like I said, so what I'm doing, Queen, is any money that I make that's profit, like St. Lucia, for instance, you know, the last 2 nights they covered the run line against the Cubs, and it was a plus 140 and a plus 170. So I took all that extra money I made and I popped it on a future for the St. Lucia Cardinals, because at 27 games over 500, I don't think there's any way they don't make the playoffs unless, I mean, you're going to have a major debacle. Yeah, for them not to make the playoffs. So, and the thing is that another thing you got to notice is that if you're consistently losing with this kind of system going on, like with the run line, you got to remember that when you catch that winner, their future odds are they're gonna get higher. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a higher payout. So, you know, it works out for me. So it's kind of, you know, I've been just thinking about it and doing my thing, and pretty happy about it. But let's get right into the diamond and see what we got going on. How about that? Because we got 9 games to talk about. All right. So now I'm not expecting you to give out any plays or anything. You know, we can just talk these things out and kind of see what we're feeling. And we'll go from there, because, you know, I'm going to kind of scale back a little bit as far as, because listen, I don't want anybody to think I'm a handicapper, because I'm not. I just like gambling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
You like talking. Yeah. And I can help you with the ERAs on this, and we can walk through it. Again, this is more just like a fun, informational conversation.
Yeah,
I'm not going to give out tons of picks, but let's do this.
Yes, definitely. And my boy Marlon saying a lot of the ace pitchers from last year are having a rough year this year. You're damn right, brother.
100%. Felix is struggling.
Yep.
Kershaw's struggling. I mean, it's
even Bumgarner hasn't been that good.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that was like the ultimate stud last year. So big ups to Sports Talk Johnny. Let's see, Joe eating pies, man. Let's see, who else is on
That's
here?
A handle.
Jason,
I
like that name too. Jason Riley, Immaculate, Tommy King, and Soccer's Finest. Guys, all right, so a couple of games we got here. We got the Texas Rangers at the Baltimore Orioles. So you got the respective ERAs and records, correct?
Yes, I do.
All right,
perfect.
With
the Texas Rangers.
Let's see. Baltimore minus 140 with an under-over of 8.5. I see a couple of pitchers on the card already that are historic fades, but go for it.
So with Texas, you got Rodriguez, and he is a 4.06 ERA. And with Baltimore, you have Norris, and he's a 6.7 overall ERA.
All right. Go ahead.
I don't know, guys. There's gonna be some balls flying.
Yeah, balls flying. Exactly. Texas Rangers. Yeah, definitely. Texas Rangers are a 500 team, 38-38. They actually played pretty well against the Toronto Blue Jays. You know, they didn't get hammered by any means. It was a one-run game yesterday, and then the game before that, they shut them out. Baltimore Orioles have been dope. 7 games over 500 and now hitting the ball, and they are third in the league in scoring, just like they were last week. However, we've been noticing that this Bud Norris guy is terrible, Queen. He's 2-6 with a 6.7 ERA, and the Texas Rangers know how to hit the ball. So, there's no way. I think they're both going to hit the ball. Yeah, I think both teams are going to hit the ball. They can. You're right. Texas is 1-7 straight up in their last 8 games, surprisingly, and Baltimore 7-1 straight up in their last 8. So, the way this works, guys, is the Texas Rangers, their odds are going to be, their payout's going to be better for a future as they're sliding 1-7. Baseball's a streaky sport. Baltimore, you're getting less and less value as they keep winning, and they are actually tied for first place in the AL East, as we alluded to before. Other than balls flying all over the place, Queen, you got any? You got any other? Yeah, you got any other information? Anything that you've seen between these two teams, or what?
I mean, I understand that Baltimore's favored at home, but I don't like this line at all. I don't like it. Like I really, Bud Norris has been struggling this season. So Texas has been on fire. I mean, I know Baltimore has a better record, but again, guys, I've been focusing on my totals. Like that is really what I've been playing.
All right.
So,
big ups to Joe Zippy out there as well. Now, I got one thing I got to tell you about this, and you know what? You would think that, hey, let's fade Bud Norris all the time because he's terrible, right? He did have his ERA was over 10, I want to say, a couple of weeks ago. Now it's down to 6.7. Dude, the Texas Rangers are 1-11 in the last 12 games when playing the Baltimore Orioles. Mm-hmm. Baltimore Orioles have been all over this team. So what that means is that, I mean, I know you want to fade Bud Norris and all that, but Texas being that bad, I say stay away from this game.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's something you need to look at the total on.
Definitely. What do we got for a total here? We've got 8.5. Ooh, all right. So, I mean, you know, maybe some leans. I know I know it's 9:30 in the morning, Queen. So I know you got a lot of homework to do. But
I do.
You think the ball's going to be all over the place today?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. So we'll keep it moving to the next Hall of Shame game. We've got the Milwaukee Brewers at the Philadelphia Phillies. Both of these teams are the worst in the league. Milwaukee is 29-48. They actually won yesterday. Phillies 27-50. Oh, damn. Yeah. I might have to hedge out of that future already.
Yeah.
What do you got pitching?
We've got for the Brewers, we have Nelson with a 4.34 ERA, and he's 4-8. And then we have O'Sullivan for Philadelphia, and he has a 5.34 ERA, and he's 1-5.
All right.
So this is nothing but nasty.
It is nasty. I mean, Milwaukee's superior in pretty much every single statistical category that I can find on my radar, except for, let's see, offensive hits. Offensive hits, Philadelphia is a little bit better, but I've seen these teams score a little bit recently.
They both have scored a little bit recently, but the problem with Philly is they leave their guys stranded all the time.
Okay.
And it's brutal to watch. It's like, great, you hit the ball, you got on base, now what are you going to do? Like, they're just, watching them makes me crazy. And both of these teams have been Philly's just horrible, in my opinion.
Right.
But the Brewers have just been so inconsistent. So 1 minute they're hitting hard, and the next minute they can't get any run support. With these two teams, this is a pure stay away for me. Like, this is not...
a lot of credit here. I mean, listen, I know it's the Phillies, but the Phillies at home, I don't know if you have their their record at home or whatever, but I know it's not that bad. It's mostly on the road where it's terrible.
18-21 at home.
All right, so they're only three. They're only. I mean, as bad as they are, they're mostly bad on the road. They're only 3 games under 500 at home.
Right.
If there's a series where they could actually kind of get their confidence back, I loved what they did to the Yankees, by the way. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Even though I did have the Stanks one of those games, which kind of pissed me off. But minus 155 for the Milwaukee Brewers. I mean, you got Philadelphia plus 135. Just put this in your brains. I'm not going to do it. I'm just saying. An alternate run line would probably put you at like plus 225 for Philadelphia, minus 1.5.
Yeah, easy.
You know what I'm saying? So just something to put in the back of your brains. I don't know if I would ever even consider doing that, but just a thought. Milwaukee is 4-2 straight up in their last 6 games, and Philadelphia is 6-17 in their last 23. I'd like to see what they're doing at home. Let's see. Like,
this game to me is like one of those. This series to me is like one of those series that where you just like you watch the first game. I'm just curious to see how this, because both of these teams, I just can't, especially when they're going up against each other. It's just, I don't even think anybody needs to be messing with this. But it'd be interesting to watch the first game and see how it plays out. I mean, I don't disagree with you on that run line with Philly, on the reverse run line, because there is value there.
Yeah, okay.
But I again, like you said, I think they're giving the Brewers way too much credit.
Oh, definitely.
Way too much credit.
Definitely. I got my man Yodo going crazy because he's a Milwaukee Brewers fan. But the total's gone over in 8 of the last 9 Philadelphia games, guys. Just saying. You might want to maybe talk about. The only thing is these two teams are near the bottom as far as offense, throughout the year. I mean, they're, let's see, runs per game. Philadelphia is dead last and Milwaukee is 26th in the league. But as of late, I think that's turned around a little bit. So, maybe if you look at like the last 10, we can get a better idea. The next game we have on the ticket is the Baltimore. I'm looking at Baltimore. My bad. I got Boston Red Sox at the Toronto Blue Jays. Boston has. I don't have a line here yet. I'm going to have to go on SportsBettersTV.com. But what do you got pitching?
A line for you.
I got
a line for you. Toronto's favored minus 125.
That's it?
Yep.
Against Buckholz?
Yep.
Wow, interesting. Very interesting there. What you got there?
So you got Buckholz for Boston, and he's 3.68 ERA. He's 5-6. And you've got Dickey for Toronto, which is 4.88 ERA, and he's 3-7. So, guys, this game is going to be. I love this game. Like I love on the. Do a lot more homework. I mean, it's so early right now. You guys know how I feel about Toronto. If you've listened or heard me on the show previously, I love the way that they hit the ball. I love the way they connect. I love everything they do offensively, and especially at home. They're 25-15 at home.
Right. Yeah, they are dope. They are dope, and that's a 7:07 start. Taking a look at this, I mean, the Toronto Blue Jays, I mean, with that crazy turf that they got going on there in the stadium, inside the dome is just incredible. There's just no dirt on the bases. Taking a look at this, I mean, Toronto's superior in pretty much everything. They are 5 games over 500. Boston is 9 games under. I mean, oh, man, the total's going over in 6 of the last 9 Boston games, and Toronto in the last 24 games are 18-6 and 11-3 in the last 14 at home.
Yep.
One of those losses did come against the Texas Rangers on, I believe it was Saturday.
Yep. It was like a 4-0 game, but that was it.
Yeah, right, exactly. So, I mean, if you look at this, I mean, if you were to go with a run line here, you're probably going to get Toronto plus 160.
I would think so.
That's dope. That's dope.
You mean like minus 1?
Minus 1.5, baby girl.
Yep.
Love it. Hey, big ups to Yippa82. I know he's one of your biggest supporters out there, honey. Got Total Sports Edges out there as well. Kiem Vu. What's going on, guys? My man Sir Mata, real quick, is trying to tell me how to pronounce these tennis matches. Let's see. Let's see. Gav.
I love Samani. He's like, wait, I got a tennis player.
Yeah,
for you.
right.
I got a tennis player.
He's got Gavrilova versus Begu. And then he's got dude. I'm sorry, brother. I will retweet that for you. I promise. There's no way I can pronounce them, especially now. Oh man! All right. So I'm thinking about a Toronto run line. You have to. I know Buckles has been pretty good as of late, but it is still Clay Buckles.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Like this. Okay, I'm gonna be Dream right now.
Yes.
Why do you want to play this run line when the money line itself is only a minus 125? Are you just looking for more of a value?
I'm a greedy bastard.
Gotcha.
I'm a greedy bastard. I mean, they are home. That's the only thing that concerns me. If they're up by one run going into the ninth inning, I'm screwed.
You're screwed.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not getting that extra inning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, they're just going to – that's the only thing
I get it. But I think about their offense and how dope they are at home. I mean, they score runs after runs after runs at home. You know what I'm saying? So, I've seen them. I've seen Clay Buckles versus the Blue Jays. And I remember the Boston Red Sox had a 4-0 lead in Fenway. Toronto came out, put a 5 spot on them in the bottom of the third and took the lead right out the gate. So I keep thinking about that.
No joke. That's what the Blue Jays do.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Right, exactly. And if you could actually catch them, if you can catch them down in a game 5-0, or actually they were down 8-1 versus the Red Sox in one of the games. My boy West Coast handicapper actually took them in a live line, and they actually won the game. They came back and won. So that's something to look at as well. If they're down, you got to remember that they always got a shot at coming back. It's almost like one of them high-powered offenses in college football or something like that.
It is. Listen, this is why I love them, because the game is never over until it's over with them.
Exactly. So, Queen, I think you're going to be in charge of talent development for the biggest show in the world.
I'm in. And listen,
talent
you guys
recruitment.
can count on me. You have to just DM me exactly what you're looking for, and I'm all over it. I will find it for you. I will make it happen.
All right, perfect. I like brunettes. That's what I'm a big
brunette
brunette
guy.
guy.
You told me you like the brunettes with the big booty.
Moving on.
Blonde out there. I mean, come on, guys.
All right, moving on. There is a. You know what? I don't even want to get into it. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Let's see. I got Cleveland at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay minus 135 with an under/over of 7. This Cleveland team has just been putrid as of late. Who do you got pitching? What's going on here?
Well, Cleveland killed me. So last night, because I did the doubleheader with them, and they just hit the bet on that one. But anyway, today you have Anderson, and he's no registered ERA as of yet. So Tampa Bay, you've got Carnes, and he's a 3.28 ERA, and he's 4-3 with Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is favored minus 132, and the over/under is 7.
All right, so the under/over is 7. I understand that because Tampa Bay, their bats are not all that. I mean, I think they're near the bottom as far as runs scored. They're number 25 in the league. Cleveland Indians have just kind of spiraled out of control. I thought that they were going to be dope, but they're actually 1-5 straight up in the last 6 games, and 7-15 straight up in the last 22 games when playing on the road at Tampa Bay. Very interesting here.
I would not touch this game. I don't like messing with stuff like this. This is just dirty. This is just messy to me. This game is just messy. Tampa Bay is, I'm sorry, they're so inconsistent. 1 minute I'm riding them. I'm like, I got you. You're going to make this happen. And the next minute, I mean, unless it's Archer on the mound, still, I can't.
I got you. Let me just take a look at a couple of trends here. Let's see. Total's going under in 7 of the last 10 Cleveland games, so obviously they're not hitting the ball, and the under's going under in 6 of the last 9 Tampa Bay games as well. So you got to, I mean, that explains the low total here with 7 runs. You know what? I mean, if everything points to the under in this game, I don't know if I would play that, but I'm just kind of pointing it out there, guys. The next game I've got on the ticket is the Minnesota Twins at the Cincinnati Reds. This Minnesota Twins team is the same type of thing. Just Just like that. But Minnesota was 11 games over 500 a couple of weeks ago. Now they've just kind of spiraled way down. They're only five games over, 40 and 35 record. What you got here?
So we've got the Minnesota Twins with him. We've got Pelfrey, however you pronounce his name. I'm sorry about that, guys. With a
Big Pelf.
Big Pelf. Yeah. With a 3.06 ERA, he's 5-4. And then with Cincinnati, you've got Leak, which is a 3.91 ERA, and he's 5-4 as well.
All right, sounds good. So the Cincinnati Reds have been a pain in the ass lately. They came into Pittsburgh and actually did some work on them, which surprised me. I mean, they beat Garrett Cole, which was dope.
Yep.
I did have Cole in that spot, so I'm not too happy about that. And then they won another game as well. Taking a look at Cincinnati here, Cincinnati is 2-4 straight up in the last 6 games. So, I mean, it's like, their 2 victories were against Pittsburgh, obviously.
Right.
When everybody wanted to bet Pittsburgh. It's just crazy. But they are 7-1 in their last 8 games at home, Cincinnati is. So it's something to take a look at. Minnesota, let's see, 1-4 straight up in their last 5 games on the road. So, I mean, if you look at those trends, you would think that Cincinnati is the play here. However, the Reds are 6 games under 500. So that's a tough team to back. $100 better if you're betting Minnesota. I know you've been losing as of late, but you're still up $1,240 if you bet them every single game, all 75 games this year. Anything you've seen in this between these two teams, or is this a nasty game as well?
Well, the thing is, I don't think this game is nasty. It's just a matter of if Minnesota can hit the ball tonight, they'll beat Cincinnati. My concern is that they won't be able to hit the ball tonight. So I understand why Cincy's favored here, especially at home. They are strong at home. I would not play against this Cincinnati team, not tonight. Maybe in this series, again, this series is not going to be a sweep. I'll tell you guys that right now. It's probably going to be a back and forth headache for all of us. But tonight especially, I do see Cincinnati, taking home the win. Now, again, the line's minus 152. I don't know if you guys want to play that. That's a little high, but makes sense to me. That line makes sense. So
you think so, even with Big Pelf on, huh?
Yeah, I do. I just think Cincinnati's very. I feel like they're very strong at home against certain matchups.
Well,
I just.
Yeah, 7 out of their last 8 at home. I mean, you can't look away from that. You have to kind of pay attention there. But all right, so we'll keep it moving to the next series, which I think is going to be a dope ass series. We got the K-Sizzle Royals coming into the Houston Astros tonight.
Huge series. I love this series.
8-10 start. Houston minus 135 with an under/over of 7.5. So this is the 3rd consecutive series where the K-Sizzle Royals are underdogs, and they won the first 2. So let's talk about this one. What you got for pitchers here?
All right, so for KC, you have Blanton, and he's a 1.73 ERA, and he is 2-0. And for the Astros, you got McGullers, and he is a 2.33 ERA, and he's 3-2. You guys got strong pitching matchup right here, in my opinion. I think this is such a great game, especially KC not being favored. They are a dog tonight. Something to consider because Blanton is a beast.
Yeah, it seems that way. I mean, it just, he's only had a couple of starts here, but K-Sizzle's, 7-1 straight up in their last 8 games on the road. So going into Houston, I mean, this is really going to, going to be a big test for the Houston Astros to see if they're legit or not. I mean, they did win the series versus the Yankees. I get it. Looking at this here, Houston is 5-2 straight up in their last 7 games at home. Are they for real? I guess only time will tell. I mean, we're not even halfway through the season yet, so we got a long way to go. But the way they've been hitting the ball, I mean, and when they hit the ball, they hit it hard. I mean, it's just like,
Listen, I love Houston.
You do, huh?
I love Houston. I do love them because they know how their bats connect very well, and especially with me really, really looking at totals right now. Of course, they're an offensive team. For me, I love them. I love them. They always get the job done. This matchup is probably going to be one of the most entertaining ones that we'll see this season.
I get it.
I love it. I'm seeing two pretty strong offensive teams. How could you not be interested in this game now? Which way you're going to play this game, this game tonight, I don't know. I still have to look at this. I just always tend to take KC when they're dogs.
Yeah, a lot of people like that.
Because they're not dogs too often.
Right.
So I'm just throwing that out there. But again, I will be doing more homework because Houston's no joke. You cannot, they are no joke. They have really brought it this season.
Let's get some K Sizzle -1.5 at +210 juice. What do you think about that?
Oh my God!
Get a little froggy. Come on, that's over two bets.
That's some love for That's some K Sizzle love right there.
I don't know if I would do that or not. I'm just saying, but we'll keep it moving. I mean, a lot of people like Kansas City as an underdog, and it works. It's been working. I'd like to actually see, break that down and see, throughout the year. I know that most times when they're an underdog, they win the games. So
that's my point. Yeah,
something to take a look at.
That's my point. I love seeing Kansas City as a dog.
All right, cool.
Yep. I love that.
I get it. 3 more games on the ticker. We're making excellent time here, Queen. We've got the LA Dodgers coming into the Arizona Diamondbacks. I love this series too. I really, really like this Arizona D-backs team. They did lose 2 out of 3 to the San Diego Padres. I get it, but yesterday they covered. They won by 2 runs, 6-4, and I was very happy about that. LA Dodgers are -160 on the road with an under/over of 9. So you're gonna give me Arizona plus 230 on a run line? Woo! Go for it.
Yeah.
What you got?
Yep. So we've got with the Dodgers Bolsinger, and he has 2.95 ERA. He's 4-2, and then with the Diamondbacks we have Webster, and he's at 6.46 ERA, and he's 1-1. So that's why that line is where it's at.
Okay, I get it. You take a look at Arizona's bats. I mean, they score on at home. It's just absolutely insane. I know their pitchers looking terrible, man. 6.5 ERA, my God. But Arizona at home scores almost 5 runs a game, guys. So, you got to kind of pay attention to that a little bit. You know what I mean? And I'm almost positive that the Arizona Stadium is a hitter's park. Let me just double check that. Yeah, Chase Field is a hot, dry air in the Arizona desert. So it makes the ball kind of sail out of the park a little bit. So
yeah, I like, again, guys, this is why I'm looking at these totals. I like Arizona, what they're doing offensively. I got to be honest with you. I am not impressed with what the Dodgers do away. I will just say that.
Right.
I know that that their pitcher has a great ERA, and there's other, some run support that he's been given, but I don't like what they do away.
No, I get it. I'm just, what? I still think that the Dodgers have the best all-around team in baseball. I just don't know if they'll be able to put it together.
No.
And it's sad because, you got St. Lucia and you got the Washington Nationals in the NL. That's a tall order to get into the World Series.
100%. And the way the Cardinals are playing right now, how could they not at least, they are going to be a playoff team. The way that they are playing, it is ridiculous how good they are.
I know, exactly. So, hey, you know what? We'll see what happens. But, I'm looking at this Arizona team. Let's see. Total's gone over in 6 of the last 8 Arizona games. Just saying.
I played it yesterday.
You did, huh? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, you know what? The trends were dope because I know that the Diego Padres, it was 80% of their last 25 games, or 75% rather, went over. So I understand where you went with that one.
Yeah. Both teams are playing pretty good offensively and connecting. Again, what you said about this run line, again, with the Diamondbacks, I think it would be plus 210, right?
Something
like that?
At least.
I think that's a solid play.
Well,
I really do.
The only thing that scares me about it is that they're home. Like I said, they get eight at-bats if they're winning the game.
Right.
8 innings.
Right.
So that's the only thing that concerns me on it. But, hey, you know what? Plus 210, plus 215. Hey, Might be something to take a look at. I gotta hit my man up Philly picks on that one because I know he loves these dogs. He actually has a profile picture of an underdog of like a bulldog shaking off water. Let's see. Colorado Rockies at the Oakland A's. I am really, really shocked that the Oakland A's got swept by the Royals. I did not see that happening. I thought they'd at least catch a game there. Oakland minus 170 with an under-over of 8. But now they got Colorado coming in. What a good spot to bounce back. What you got?
Okay, so you've got Hill with Colorado on the mound, and he's a 5.86 ERA. He's 2-2. And then with the A's, you've got Graveman, and he's a 3.86 ERA, and he's 4-4. I will say this, guys. Have you seen the A's home record?
No. What's their home record?
14-23.
Unbelievable that they're doing it on the road, huh?
It's unbelievable. I do not think that they deserve to be giving 162 out.
I know.
I mean, I know Colorado's Colorado, but I'm not saying that they're not going to win this game. The A's are getting it done away. I don't know.
It's tough. It's a tough game. Colorado is 6-12 straight up in their last 18 games, and Oakland at home is 2-5 in their last 7.
Yep.
You know, I mean, they just had 3 losses to K-Sizzle. So, I mean, you know, when you take a look at this, it's really tough. Oakland, I've been saying it that they have 4 pitchers in the top 40 as far as ERA is concerned, and they're in the top 10 as far as hitting the ball. You know, looking at them minus 170, that's kind of tough to swallow. So,
I don't think that's justifiable for anybody. I mean,
it's tough, right?
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It is.
I agree with you. I think you got a lot of balls to take that game, guys, to be honest with you. But I'm still kind of feeling the Oakland team, you know, to kind of turn it around. I think you have a whole nother second half of the year coming up. So we'll see what happens with them. Final game we have on the ticket is the New York Stanks coming into the L.A. Angels. And I see another fadeable pitcher here. I got the L.A. Angels minus 130 with an under-over of 8. What you got, babe?
All right, so with the Yanks, we got Sabathia, and he's 5.65 ERA, and he's 3-7. And the Angels have Wilson with a 3.92 ERA, and he's 5-6.
All right, so yeah, we've been talking about fading CC like all the time, and it's been coming.
That's all I talk about. I'm like, fade him.
Really. You know, I was stupid enough to take him last time.
No way.
I did.
No
I forgot
way.
who are they. I think they were playing the Phillies.
They were, and I had the over. I had the over in that game, and it worked because listen, he is horrible.
Oh, I know, and it's just like you almost feel bad for the guy. Well, I can't. Let me not say that. He makes $25 million a year. I don't feel bad for anybody making $25 million a year. You know what? Go figure it out. But he's just been getting rocked. And it's just so hard to figure this whole thing out. Now you got to get him on the road. I mean, the good news is that, you know, the LA Angels are not an offensive juggernaut by any means. So if there's a game to bounce back, it's against them. I mean, the LA Angels are 23rd in the league at 3.95 runs a game. And at home, they average less at home than they do on the road, 3.78. So, you know, the good news is that the Yankee bats, I mean, they're second in the league in home runs. I know their whole roster there is, you know, hovering around the 30-year-old age average, but I can't mess with this game.
I don't know if you guys want to even mess with this game, but the CC has yet to prove to any of us that he's going to get the job done, especially get the job done away.
Right.
So, and if you were going to take the Angels, the line isn't that high.
No.
You know, so it's a doable play. It's actually a make sense play, especially with Wilson at home. Again, like you could not. I can't put my money with Sabathia. I just can't do it.
No.
I can't.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, if anything, you just kind of fade this game because, I mean, you know, if CC, let's say, comes out and gives up 4 runs or whatever. You remember that the Yankee bats, I mean, they are dope. I mean, they're what are they in the league here? Hold on one second. Team runs per game. They are number 2 in the league. Number 2 in the league in runs per game and home runs. So
they have been strong this season.
Yeah, with the totals, I agree. So I don't know. You know what? It's almost like, as soon as you say fade CC, he's going to have a stellar game. You know what I'm saying?
Right, of course.
I mean, there's all kinds of stuff out there. There's sports hypnosis out there. There's all kinds of things that you can do to kind of change your ways up, like I needed to do with my gambling style. I almost needed to see a hypnotist to kind of change it, but I was able to get headstrong enough to, make it different here and make things happen. So I'm not gonna go anywhere near that game as well.
Yeah, I think it's better off to stay off of it. Again, guys, if you're going to play it, I'm just going to say it. This is not a free pick. I mean, I still got a lot of homework to do, but if you're going to play this game, just play the Angels. The line isn't that high.
No, definitely not.
And that makes a lot more sense. I just don't see Sabathia getting it together off on the road.
Cool deal. Hey, big ups to Sports Betting Source. First time listening to the biggest show in the world, and he's enjoying it. Welcome to the family, brother. Got Face Kicker out there, got the pick, and Vegas Girl 92661. What's up? All right, guys. So that's going to pretty much do it for the show. We've got a lot of good information here, I think. A lot of stuff going on. Broke down each and every game. Just putting out leans right now. I got to take a look and see what kind of run lines I want to get involved with tonight. But I'm feeling froggy.
I know. I was like, you're going to come up with like a 7-team parlay all on the run line.
No. I'm not feeling that froggy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just,
You're like, hey, let's have fun with this. I gotcha.
My goal is to have every team in the MLB to win the World Series that pays over $100,000. That's my goal.
That's so great.
How about that? And then hedge my way out of each one as they're losing, in their elimination games. That's my goal.
I was just going to say that. I was like, and then you're going to be hedging live. You're going to be hedging out of these.
How pissed off are my haters going to be if I pick up $100,000 in MLB? Woo, man. Gonna be mad.
I would love to see that happen. I would love to. I've got your back. Listen, I'm supportive of you coming home with $100K in the future.
The only problem is that the where I play or whatever, I'm gonna have to get it in like $2,000 increments, like once a week or something like that. So I'm gonna be sitting there. It's gonna be like a lottery payment where you're getting checks like every week. You know what I mean?
Yep, I know exactly what you mean. Because they're going to limit you to like.
But hey, it is what it is. After that, I'm going to go to Las Vegas and have a hell of a good time. But Queen, what you got here? What do you want to do? Well, just tell everybody real quick where to find you and your website and the whole package, and we'll get out of here today.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on. You guys can always find me on Twitter. My handle is Queen of Odds. I'm also on Instagram, queen_of_odds, and my website is queenofodds.com. Anybody interested? I am solely focused on MLB and a totals package that I have coming out. So you guys can check me out. Email me at picks@thequeenofodds. I'll give you all the details. But I am kicking ass in totals. And as you guys know, most of you who bet on sports for a living, you know that with a totals play, there's not a lot of juice. So I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying making money for my guys and them not having to lay out a lot. So you guys want to hop on board? Let's do this. Let's make some money. And again, thank you so much for having me on the show.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for filling in for the dream. I'm looking forward to a good week. I'm looking forward to the 4th of July weekend coming up, and I'm sure everybody in the nation is as well. So,
yes, and guys, so listen, why don't you have them, DM me what they're looking for out there? Because I am the nation's talent girl, right?
Yes, we have to classify a proper title to it. I want to say it's talent development for the biggest show in the world. I think that's a really good title for you. So,
I like that.
All right, perfect. So remember, the waist small, the back end big. That's what we're looking for. Big, thick legs, the whole package. So that's what we're looking at, and looking forward to seeing how this comes about. But thank you again for filling in, Queen. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for having me, and tell the dream to look out.
All right. Sounds good. Guys, we are the biggest show in the world, Sports Bettors TV, on every single day, 9 a.m. during the week, 10 a.m. on the weekends, although this weekend we will be off the map for the 4th of July. We are celebrating 4th of July with our families, and we'll be back. But during the week, we're going to have an absolute blast. This Wednesday, as you guys know, I release my track of the week. Looking forward to playing that after the show. Thursday, we're doing question and answer, and Freaky Friday is going to be July 3rd. Hopefully, some of you guys have the day off, and, whoever doesn't get a chance to listen live normally can listen live on Friday. We hope that, because Freaky Fridays is an absolutely insane show, guys. We love you to death. Go out there, go easy, do your own homework, bet your own plays, make your dreams a reality, and get that money. Take care.